Guys, check out this video carefully. It's about Instagram spams which must have given you goosebumps. You must have seen at some point a cat or a dog getting goosebumps when a bigger animal approaches them. In such situations, these animals make themselves look tough by standing their fur on end and showing their teeth to appear strong and big. By doing this, they won't appear weak in front of others. The opponent won't attack us because if a strong animal shows weakness to a weaker animal, the weaker animal's life will be in danger. We have also learned the same thing from animals, but with a little modification. Animals just try to make themselves look bigger to protect themselves. Humans, on the other hand, use every possible way to make themselves look bigger and stronger. Humans rely on many things to show their strength, such as caste, religion, money, and if they can't do all this, then it's all about showing yourself powerful, and everything I just told you we all do. And that's why we're all weak people. But the funny thing is, when we recognize our weaknesses, then we gain the strength to fight them. And that's why I want you to watch this video, because I'm going to tell you about 5 sciences in this video that will show you your weaknesses and show you the right way to overcome them. Point number 1. Friends, nowadays some influencers have come on social media who simply accept their weaknesses as their whole identity. These guys are all about teaching people that it's okay to embrace every weakness of a human being. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to be fat. It's okay to be lazy. The target audience of these influencers are those people who are weak and suffer because of their weakness, but because they don't want to change. These influencers inspire them to live with their weaknesses. If a person is very fat and someone tells them, "Bro, do something about it or else you won't be able to live properly," normally that person should feel bad about it. I should understand the truth that yes, I have ruined my body and my body is also giving me trouble, so I should change my body. If a fat person is able to think like this, then he will definitely change himself. But if a fat person turns out to be a fan of an influencer who teaches to live with their weaknesses, then he will say that I love myself. I like myself the way I am. No one else will tell me how to live. I will not change myself for anyone else. Forget about the people of this world. I am happy living as I am. Living this is called toxic positivity. Understand carefully what a person is doing here. Such a person does not see if someone is saying something to him, but what is he actually saying? How much truth is there in what he is saying? Is the person trying to show us the truth, or just making fun of us? Toxic people don't see all this, they just say that no one else will tell me what to do. Even if another person is showing him the truth, you should ignore that person whose intention is to that it'll beyond your control, or target something of yours. There is no need to change it, like your body color or your height, all these things. If someone tries to put you down by targeting these things, then you should definitely ignore it. But if you are ignoring the truth, ignoring your bad situation, ignoring the pain inside you so that you can avoid the truth, avoid hard work, and hide your weaknesses, then you are a weak person. If it seems to you that you are not okay as you are, but still you say that I love myself, then listen, you are fooling yourself. You don't love yourself because of your weaknesses, and you want to save your weaknesses. And the reason you want to save those weaknesses is that you feel comfortable with those weaknesses. Your current state of self-love indicates your weakness. However, true self-love will transform you into a strong individual. Friends, the things I am talking about in this video are general things that can apply to everyone. By clicking on point number 2, friends, in the beginning of the video I said that a weak person shows themselves strong by holding on to something outside. Now I am going to further that point. Friends, you must have noticed people who always want to dominate in every situation. Even those who show off themselves also say that by showing off their car, their house, their phone, their bike, their body in front of 4 people, they want to prove themselves big. Now to us from the outside, it may seem like these people there are a lot of powerful people out there, but the thing is totally opposite, because when someone shows off by flaunting external things and tries to prove themselves big, it means they are very weak inside. If we want to see the weakness inside that person clearly, we should bring another person in front of them Who is bigger in all those things in which that person was showing off? Just like when a lion advances towards a deer, the deer has to run away. In the same way, when an elephant approaches a lion, even the lion has to run away. And if you're acting like animals, then when a smaller animal comes in front of you, you scare it. And when a bigger animal comes in front of you, you get scared. But if you're a powerful human being, then you won't follow the rule of animals. You won't be scared of anyone, and you won't scare anyone. I'm telling you the sign of becoming a powerful human being: they don't fear anyone, nor do they make anyone scared. But how do people become like this? You will become like that when you start looking for your true power, not in this world, but within yourself. It's a straightforward thing to understand. You'll have to bow down to everything in this world that you consider bigger than yourself. And if you've deemed something in this world as big, then it's certain that you'll also want to achieve that thing or become just as big. But it's not necessary at all that you become that big. If you gain enough power, then try a different approach to show yourself as big and powerful by dominating those smaller than you. Now, the scam with you will be that you may not actually become big, and the people around you will realize that. Show off to those smaller than you, and you will suppress them. Now, the scam with you will be that you may not actually become big, and the people around you will realize that. They are not even that big, yet you had to bend in front of them. But someone who is truly powerful understands that nothing is big in this world, nor is anything small. What is truly big is within me. It is my highest potential, and that is what we call the soul, and that is what we call truth. And someone who starts serving the truth does not bow down to anyone in the world, nor does he make anyone bow down to him. If you start considering someone bigger than yourself, then you'll have to bow down before them. And if you end up bowing down to that thing, you'll also make it your ideal and showcase it after attaining it. You'll do all this because you need power in your hands. But doing this will never actually give you power, because true power is not anywhere outside in this world. It's only within you. It's the power of your soul. It's the real power. And this power only unlocks when you come to know the truth of this world. When you realize that you become powerful by grasping anything in this world. Try as you might, someone always ends up being more powerful than me, or you end up achieving anything in this world. My desires never seem to end. When it becomes clear as day, a person starts drowning in themselves, not outside. And then they just bow down to the truth because they know that bowing down to the world won't get them anywhere. But the thing is, if you have too much confidence in showing off yourself or get too influenced by others showing off, then you are a weak person. Point number 3, my friends. Nowadays on social media, there are so many controversies where if one person abuses another person, the other person reaches the first person's house to fight with him. And then both do everything to prove themselves strong and big, wasting their time. Now their audience thinks that they have the power of people. Physical strength, weapon power, and it may well be true that they have all this power, but behind this power is a very big weakness hidden, which no one pays attention to, and that weakness is reacting without thinking. Alright, so imagine you meet a relative or someone, and they start talking smack about you or your character, and it really hurts you and makes you feel bad. So when someone says something good or bad about you, it means that you have given them the power to define your identity. Now, if others give you a certain identity, you will react accordingly. If your relatives say you're a good boy, you'll be happy, but if they insult you, you'll be sad. Now from here we can see 2 weaknesses. First, that you have given away your identity. The responsibility of determining your identity lies with society, and because you want society to tell you who you are, it means you yourself don't know who you are. That's why you have to be a slave to society so that society sees you in the right way, speaks to you as the right person. Think about how weak a person must be who is first serving someone else, and if they make a mistake in their service, they end up getting scolded by their master. And then they serve even more intensely so that the master praises them. When a powerful person speaks good or bad about someone, the powerful person reacts immediately. I don't do it because it looks like lies in the other person's words, and it looks like lies to them because they know the truth. I already mentioned in the previous point that whoever serves the truth, their head doesn't bow in front of anyone. So when someone says anything to hurt you, you don't feel anything because you know yourself better than the other person. If they say something about your body, it doesn't matter to you because you know about your body. And if they say something about your actions, you still know what you are doing and why. You really know yourself well. That's why you don't care about what others say. After reaching this mental state, no one can really hurt you because you know the true intentions of the other person. Whatever they say, whether it's the truth or just to hurt you, it doesn't affect you when you only care about the truth, not about society or people. You don't react to what people say, just respond. But we have to walk on our honesty. If we are right, then no matter what anyone says, we shouldn't be affected. But if someone is constantly trying to dominate you, they are trying to control you. They are trying to control you. They are trying to make you a slave. If that person is attacking you right at your core, then a response is necessary. If you go to learn MMA boxing, even there your attitude is developed in the same way. It is told there that you are not learning to fight so that you can beat everyone up as you go along, but you are learning for the reason that you have so much strength inside you that when someone attacks you, if you are tough, you can respond. You have the strength to fight, so no one can make you a slave. All those scenes we see in movies where someone looks at the hero or villain and then shoots them, those are all fake actions. Don't try to copy them. Don't be reactive, be responsive. Save your strength, your energy for truth and doing the right thing. People who react highly are always reactive. If you even talk about something normal with them, there's no trust. They can get angry over anything. No one knows what will trigger their reaction. So don't let yourself become like them. Stay with your own kind, because being too reactive shows your weakness. Point number 4, friends. If there is a girl in a guy's life and their relationship is very good, then it's not a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing either there is no girl in your life. But if you are the kind of person who sits alone and imagines that a girl will come into your life, then everything will come to you that you desire. And if a girl does come into his life with this mindset, he will stick to her in such a way that it will make her life difficult. Man, it's a sign of weakness to have this kind of mindset. Every guy who lives with this kind of mindset, if a girl even comes around, he'll cry. And if no girl shows up, he'll still cry because a person living with this mindset is looking for something in a girl that he can't find in her. But at the same time, I'll also say that this guy can find something in that girl that can make him feel calm, happy. But this guy's mindset is such that he won't even ask that girl for it. Look, if you keep living with this mindset that if you form a relationship with someone's body, you will get everything, but remember, you will always be in pain. But as soon as you build a relationship with the other person as a human, with his consciousness, with his awareness, with his thoughts, you feel more connected, you feel happier. Because when you form a relationship with the body, you go towards unconsciousness, you go towards intoxication. But when you form a relationship with consciousness, you go towards awareness. But mostly it doesn't happen like that. You treat a person like a drug in your life. Yo, sometimes burying your pain for a while might make you forget it, but it ain't gonna erase it. A strong person is someone who understands that just getting something won't make the pain inside me go away. It'll only go away when I come to my senses, when I truly understand myself and change myself. And if someone helps me in changing and understanding myself, then that person is good for me. My bond with that person is really strong. If you want to know whether the relationship you're in is addiction or consciousness, just see how much you're attached to the other person. If you want to stick with the same person day and night, then understand that you have developed an addiction, and addiction doesn't last long. Sooner or later, you'll have to come back to your senses. On the other hand, a powerful person knows where someone fits in their life and how much space they occupy. This is why relationships with an obsessed person or someone who is addicted are not as good as with someone who focuses on making themselves strong. Those who focus on making themselves powerful fall into the category of a matchy person, because they understand that if you want to live freely in this world, you have to create power, otherwise. What will this world make a weak person a slave? It's the diseases of his body that won't let him live freely. That's why whoever focuses on making themselves strong attracts even more powerful people in their life. And at the same time, he also turns weak people into strong ones. But the weak person only thinks about how to attract people towards him, how to attract girls towards him. These people are either immature kids or they have a good name for these people, which is loser. These people are not really powerful. These people just try to show off their strength. They will speak in a loud voice to grab people's attention, talking in different accents. They have their own dialogue which they will use at the end of every conversation. If they can't attract people with their hairstyles in different ways, they will wear trendy clothes. I don't have a problem with all these things, but my problem is that these people are crying inside, but want to appear attractive from the outside. They want to show that no one is bigger than them. Such people just need a reality check in life. They show up in cities after a long time, because they haven't given themselves the real power to live freely. So after facing a setback in life, they end up living a life of slavery. So stop running after this thing now, how attractive you are becoming, and focus on making yourself strong. And remember, you will naturally become attractive if you work on strengthening yourself. But if you are only thinking about becoming attractive, you will ultimately turn into a weak person. And those were the 5 points that tell you about your weaknesses and how to overcome them. If you like this video, then share it with that one friend who will definitely watch it.